Right. All right. This is case number 24M00313SD, State of Michigan versus Thomas Johnson.
Thomas Johnson.
Okay, Ms.
Quick reminder, when a defendant goes pro se, meaning they represent themselves instead of hiring a lawyer, it's always a gamble. Some pull it off, but most? Let's just say the courtroom isn't the best place to wing it.
Mr. Johnson, you are here for sentencing on this count of operating while intoxicated after jury trial. Did you have a chance to review the pre-sentence report? No? Nobody gave this to Mr. Johnson? This chance to review. Okay, Mr. Johnson, you did not have a chance to look at the alcohol assessment and the substance abuse full background report.
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any additions, corrections, deletions to the facts of the report? Okay. All right. So you saw the recommendation. Is there anything you would like to state to the court?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Shockley, you reviewed the report. Do you have something that people wish to say?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, I remember the case, obviously. We just tried it not too long ago. And, Mr. Johnson's defense really wasn't that he wasn't drinking or driving. It basically was that he was in Southfield when he did it. So, and as the report says, he was driving kind of fast on 8 miles, and that's what caught the state police's attention and pulled him over. And he did do a blood draw in this case, and it came back at a 0.11. His history, though, he didn't have any other alcohol-related driving offenses. And the needs assessment came back with a mild alcohol use disorder without a drug of choice. That's consistent with an
blood alcohol content of 0.11 might not sound huge, but here's the kicker. In Michigan, the legal limit is 0.08. That means Johnson wasn't just over the line. He was well past it. And legally, that's all the state needs to prove.
Educational program. The defendant maintained that in this instance, he had usually would only drink a couple of times, 2 to 3 times a year with 2 shots of cognac. But in this instance, he had a few shots of tequila, which got him to the 0.11. He believed he was capable of driving to a friend's home when he was stopped. There was a slight history of alcohol use in the family, with the dad having had a problem with it at one point in time. So otherwise, Mr. Johnson, it looks like you may not have a major issue with alcohol. This hopefully is a one-time aberration. So I will agree with probation that yes, education is key with this. So I'm going to follow the recommendation. I just think that it's, you need to kind of just learn a little bit about alcohol use, about yourself, about how it affects you, and hopefully move forward with the understanding that you can't go out and drink several shots of anything, really.
This is such an important legal point. It's not about whether you feel fine to drive. It's about the number. You can think you're in control, but if that BAC test tips over the legal threshold even slightly, you're toast.
And expect to be sober. You might feel like you can drive, but the test is whether you're over that legal limit. That's the real test. Although there is partly a test that says, can you control your vehicle in the manner that you normally would because you're under the influence. But that part of it is different than just being over that legal limit. And nobody knows where the legal limit is when they're drinking. They can only kind of guess. So that's why, it's not illegal to have alcohol in your system. You just can't get to that limit. And that's why you can't do shots. shots will, one of them could possibly get you there because it's straight alcohol, just going right into your blood. So I'm willing to do term of probation for you. I'm going to reduce the term to 12 months rather than 15 months. I don't really see this as a major issue for an extended period of probation, which means you could.
Interesting twist. Judge Johnson is offering early termination of probation if the defendant stays squeaky clean for 6 months. That's like a built-in incentive system. Behave, and you get your freedom back faster. Fair deal or too lenient? What do you think?
But if you're in total compliance, ask the court to terminate your probation within 6 months, which would be half of the time that I'm going to order. There's a form that you would have to ask probation for, fill it out. Probation then makes a comment on your compliance. They send it to the prosecutor. The prosecutor doesn't disagree. They send it to me. If I don't disagree, I'll just sign it off on paper. If one of us has a concern, then we would set it for hearing and see if you should be early terminated. All right, so period of 12 months of probation, $480 of probation oversight fees. The fines and costs in this matter is going to be $800. There's no direct jail. You've spent some time in jail. I have no idea how many days.
11.
You think you have had 11?
Instead of more jail, Johnson gets what's called an impact weekend. Think of it as boot camp meets scared stray seminar. The idea? Pack a lifetime of lessons into just a few days and hopefully scare people out of ever repeating the same mistake.
Well, we'll go with So we'll go with 14 days credit for 11. The other 3 days is you will do in an alternative program, which is the impact weekend. So no more jail if you just go to that weekend educational program. You'll go to the victim impact panel. Of course, no alcohol or unprescribed drugs, and there will be testing for that. We'll give you 3 days community service at a nonprofit agency. Now they're requesting outpatient substance abuse treatment. And I'm not sure why they're even asking for that. I don't think I'm going to order that.
Outpatient substance abuse.
Yeah, because he tests with an educational program on that level. Not that he has a major problem. So I will do, though, just for educational purposes, rather than substance abuse treatment, I'm going to do an AA meeting once a week for the first 90 days.
Excuse me. Anywhere? All right.
Any AA meeting. Yeah, you can do online, but you have to be able to have proof that you were online. Or you can go to any meeting anywhere. You can rotate around till you find one you like. Then you might stay at that one. No driving without a valid operator's license of some kind. Do not frequent places where alcohol served or sold. Maintain employment. Pay a substance abuse assessment fee of $100, $75 statutory crime victims' rights fee, Emergency services reimbursement for the blood draw and the cost of prosecution, $600. No counsel fee as there was no lawyer. You will get a chance to pay all of that over the course of the 12 months. Even if you haven't finished paying, if you're compliant in 6 months, then we can let you off probation and just put you on a payment plan for any balance that you might owe. So you would not have to be in probation for that. Okay? And there's a $75 warrant fee as well. Okay. That completes the sentence of the court. And we'll have a court officer, wherever he is there, take you downstairs and you can report down to probation and they'll give you information on what they need you to do to start your orientation. You do have a bond. Stacy Musen posted it. Will she apply that towards your fines?
It was supposed to be 2 because you updated the 5,000 plus 25.
Yeah, I see it.
We confirm his address too.
Okay, your phone number ends in 1727. Okay, and is she gonna apply some of the money?
I'll apply my part and she.
Well, it's all under her name. She didn't put it under your name.
So it's plus 2,000 cash.
Let's see.
3,000 cash plus the.
Yeah, that's under you.
I'll do it on my part.
Okay, so we're gonna refund and apply. Okay. So there you go. And you can go down to the counter for all of that part. And then take you to probation.
Your Honor, just so the record, there is between the jury trial and sentencing. A notice was sent out that was returned to sender for the bond violation hearing.
For the Faust address?
What I'm thinking is, I'm pretty sure that they just made a mistake and sent it back or sent it to the wrong.
Well, let's make sure the address is correct. Let's see the numbers on
Yeah, they
there.
probably sent it. What I'm thinking is they probably sent it to the wrong address and they sent it back. Because I don't.
Was that for a no-show on a testing?
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Johnson, just make the testing, please.
Yes. Well, what happened was I spoke to Jessica. I called her. Remember when I left? I'm pretty sure it's either the 4th.
The classic return to sender mail mix-up. Believe it or not, tiny clerical errors like this cause huge headaches in probation cases. One wrong digit in your address, and suddenly the system thinks you're dodging court orders. Yikes.
14th or the 15th when I had to drop. When I had right after trial, I told you I said I had to go to Lansing to start this job.
Okay.
And you was like, yeah, I don't mind that. When I was in Lansing, when I had to call, and I called Jessica, and she said, okay, she'll let you know.
Okay. In the future, if you have a job like that, you might let your probation officer know. Is there testing facilities up there you could just run into?
Well, I didn't know. That's why I just called and reached out to the court.
Okay. It's a drug. So, I don't understand the post. The post office has sent it back saying,
No, I know.
return to sender, attempted, not known, unable to forward. And that's it. Well, why are they saying it's not, you're not known?
Send it back.
The post office is